Welcome back to I'll Be in the Garage with your beautiful host, Stephen Pancratz. That's me. And we've got a new project. My son Orion has a very messy room. As you can see, there's stuff everywhere. He has his tiny little crib bed mattress on the floor. We've had that since, you guessed it, he was a newborn, pretty much. And we got to make him a big boy bed. I do not plan on staining this at all. I want this to be pretty, not rustic looking, but this cedar just looks so nice. I love the pattern, and the color is pretty consistent. I mean, the palette is pretty consistent. There are some boards that are very white, there are some boards that are very brown, but everything's on that same spectrum. So my goal is for this to be something that he could have for basically as long as he wants, something he would never grow out of in terms of size, maybe style. So I'll leave that up to him. So one of the important design choices for this bed is that it be large and very portable. I don't know if he'll want to go to college, assuming colleges still exist in 2037, or I don't know how old he is. And so that means it needs to be very portable. I don't want to have to figure out what to do with it when he leaves home because we can't figure out how to get it to where he's going to live. There's like an outer rail and an inner rail, and looking down these, I tried to pair these up so if there's any warping, that they cancel each other out, because when I screw them together, they'll pull tight. So there's kind of like 3 levels of portability in my mind. There's like the 3D items, cannot be disassembled easily once they're put together. Then there's stuff that will break down into 2 dimensions, so stuff that'll flat pack. And that means everything's kind of like flat panels that'll lay down on top of each other. That's really I think a lot of decent furniture comes with that level of shippability. But we're gonna take it one step further, and we're gonna go to 1-dimension portability. So everything needs to be able to break down into sticks, to a bundle of logs. I wanted nice square sides. One of the difficulties I had with using the bandsaw to make these cuts was that, I can have them be pretty straight up and down on inspection when I start, but by the time I get all the way in to this 3-inch cut, this one widened out, this one narrowed. Ooh, I'm not sure this is a get better with practice or use a better tool. As far as size is for it to be a queen bed. That's a 60 inches by 80 inch mattress, and I want it to be lofted also. Orion is a little nervous about having his bed be so high up in the air, and I don't blame him. So it's gonna have rails so he doesn't roll out in the middle of the night and easily get in and out, go pee or get more beer or whatever. I need to make a ladder or stairs or something at some point. It's gonna have a headboard and a footboard, and then the rails that go across that the mattress is gonna sit on are going to kind of hook in between them. Some of the design challenges that are gonna go into this are that I'm doing a lot of long tenons into through and through mortises. There's probably a name for that, but basically I'm going to be scooping out some rectangular holes that are going to go all the way through some of my uprights, and then other elements are going to slot all the way into them. So there's going to be a fair amount of like routering and chisel work going into this project. The entire thing is made out of cedar. I got 2x4s and 2x6s, and from what I've heard on the internet, 2x4s that are 8 feet long are generally rated to support 150 kilograms at their center if they are supported on either end. So 96 inches, 150 kilograms in the middle, we'll split it, plus or minus. This is going to be, instead of 96, 80 inches, instead of a 2x4, 2x6, so a little deeper. And also, instead of having a single board, it's going to be 2, one on either side for the rails. So as far as, can it even support the weight? I think the answer is going to be a resounding yes. All right, let's make it. New technique. I router out a groove right here. I've got a line I'm gonna follow with the bandsaw, and I have a saw cut I already made. So I'm just gonna follow this line and pull out this coaster right here and save a lot of wear on my router. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, see, I just followed the line, and then I followed the line on the other side, and we're good. 2 more to go. I tried a few cuts with the spade bit, the Forstner bit, to get things started and give me somewhere to put my jigsaw through. But it doesn't always cut perfectly straight up and down. So part of my technique to make sure it doesn't, twist left or twist right, and I actually move the jigsaw a little bit left and a little bit right, and that over the length of the blade causes it to like sway left, sway right, on average be straight up and down. So just little wiggling left and right, left and right, left and right to make sure I'm not cutting a skinny twisted line. All right, so today is Orion's birthday. I wanted to give you a kind of tour of where we are. I think I can finish it today. Both of my upright elements almost finished. I've got my horizontal beams finished. What I have left to do today, do my last cutout for the horizontals and to make a diagonal element. The cutouts I'm talking about, this is one of my uprights. The bottom is behind the camera. This is the top side. And specifically, this is the footboard. This is the foot side of the bed. This is gonna flip up that way. The cutouts look like this. And my horizontal elements are gonna slide into there. I'm gonna put some bolts from the side. Aziz, light! There we go. This is a big moment. I think I can actually knock it together now. Well, one side anyway. I need a diagonal element from there to up there. I mean, that already feels better. Let's get those last ones in. This is the last element. I'm gonna lop off a little bit from the uprights and a lot of it from this upright. The mattress actually only comes up to about here, and then there's like a pillow. So this ought to be about the right height to keep someone from rolling out and kind of disappear into the mattress at the end, so it's easier to get out. I've got one of my diagonal boards installed, and it takes a lot of the wobble out this way, but only so much. The only wobble that should be present is because of the flexing of the wood, which is normal. And it's all gonna shrink anyways because this isn't kiln dried. It's gonna change a lot. Anyways, I wanna show you the process of how I got those diagonals in there. I'm not really super happy with my process, but it's good enough. And I wanted to have a rustic quality, and boy, have I achieved rustic. I made sure I saved some of the prettier looking pieces for facing out. A lot of sawing to be done. So much better. Oh my God. Hey. It's a little rough, but aren't we all? Wouldn't want you to miss the best part. That's it, that's the bed. Let's take a look. No matter where I go, it looks like it's blocking itself, but the real question is, how shaky is it? This way, not at all. This way, not very. I think these took a lot of that wiggle out. I think that's a normal amount of wiggle for a tall ass bed. This is actually done. This is meant to be like a low finish. I can do that kind of project. So I'm gonna take it apart and then we're gonna assemble it in Orion's room. It's gonna look awesome. But he's very short, so we can move everything up.
Yeah,
and
he's not like the hit his head.
Yeah.
Cool floor. Yeah, you guys have a cool play area.
But how does he even go up there?
He can
a
do
ladder.
he does like a big backflip, and he goes up.
Do you believe that?
No, that's not what I know.
Do you flap your wings?
No, I don't have.
Do you take the elevator? It's a little wobbly, but it's done. I'm gonna go back and actually add some supports to the bed frame to take out as much of that wobble as I can. But I can't do that right now because my son is taking a nap. I think I'd probably wake him up if I were to do that. So the other task is to clean up the garage, which it sorely needs. But I can't use my shop vac to blast it out because my wife is taking a nap. So I'm going to very gently put all my tools away and sweep up, and then I'll blast it out later. And this will be a nice little intertitle before I go and add those extra support elements to Orion's bed. So let's clean this up quietly and gently. And this is the side you couldn't see. I just got a little cleanup to do. No biggie. Let's try this. Oh yeah. That'll hammer in real nice. I'm not gonna do it now. Oh, that's good. Oh, well, this one's perfect. You know what? Let's just send it. Send it. So I didn't get as much wobble out as I would like just by adding this. But what I'm gonna do is finish the X. I'm not gonna show making the X. I wanna listen to music. The X giveth and the X taketh away. No wobbles!
Dude!
Now you have to do a good job. Are you not the next king of England? We also need a ladder. You know what, this would be a lot easier if I just did it all on the floor again, now with part of a ladder attached. Almost done. I want when we step on this, for most of the weight to be on the bottom. Yeah, I think that's right. So I'm going to space the top off just a little bit, just a bit more room. This is screwed in a little lower. This makes it screwed in lower. Then this will be resting as I intend. And then the top will be just a little bit above. So when you put your weight on it, it'll compress a little bit, and then this will make contact. Instead of that, the bottom losing I think so. For it to slide nicely, again, just a few sheets of paper worth. Jesus. Just a little space. Almost. Is it in? I don't know. Ask me tomorrow, but not today. Sure. It has to be there. I think we're on to something. Okay. So this was a fun project. Whew! I learned about mortise and tenons. I should really use the chisel more and the jigsaw sparingly and the router all the time. I hope my son is appreciative of all the work I put into this. Alright, well, see you guys next time. I'll be in the garage. I know some of y'all are here because you like to see cleaning.